Looking forward to Thanksgiving? Maybe, because perhaps if you're like myself, there's going to be some conversations that are a little bit difficult around the Thanksgiving table because maybe an uncle, an aunt, a brother or sister feels differently about politics or COVID or whatever the case may be. With us now is the emotional Marine. He wrote the book, The Emotional Marine. He is our Marine, our favorite Marine. He is Eric Rittmeyer. All right, Mr. Rittmeyer, welcome back to the show. Let's cut to the chase, my man. Difficult conversations, how do we handle those?
You know, it's funny, John. We're all going to be dealing with the cousin Eddies of the world, right? Just rub him on his belly, Clark. He likes to rub him on his belly. We're going to be dealing with these people. I think where it starts is just recognizing the things that we do have control over and the things we do not have control over. The one thing we have 100% control over are our actions. So when somebody says something that we don't like, or they may, have a statement or a belief that they have, instead of reacting, which is emotion-based, we have to learn to respond, which is when we process information logically and formulate a response that's not going to ruin relationships.
Eric, it all boils down to respect, I would think, because, there's a tendency for a lot of people to go, okay, I want to push so-and-so's buttons. I can't wait to get in this conversation. But if you respect that person, kind of step back and think. Is that basically your philosophy here?
You do. It all goes back to listening, John. And we've done a ton of segments here, listening with the intent to understand, not with the intent to reply. So ultimately, when we get in these situations where the emotions get high, what both parties want to leave that conversation feeling is that they've been heard. Okay, I listened to you. Might not agree with you, but I hear what you're saying. That's all both people are looking for. It's not you're right, I'm wrong. It just says I value our relationship more than I value my ego.
Okay, so give us some tips. If someone does bring up a conversation that is going to start, I don't know, a little bit of I'm not going to say arguing, but let's just say some eyebrows being raised around the dinner table. Give me some tips for kind of holding back, thinking it out. Is it deep breaths? What do we do here, Eric?
Lots and lots of vodka, John. That's the only thing I found that I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. No, it's, what we have to do. We have to be prepared for this, right? When it comes to diets, we go into situations, there's gonna be a lot of food there. We prepare, we mentally get ready for that, knowing there's gonna be food there. Maybe eat a head of lettuce before we go so we're not hungry. Same thing when it comes to our relationships and these conversations we're gonna have. Go into there prepared, knowing you're going to deal with the cousin Eddies, understanding they're going to say things that are going to upset you, and you can use a process. These are two of the biggest words in my language. Please don't ask me how to spell these words, but systematic desensitization. We desensitize our brains to whatever it is that we're going to encounter. So when somebody says something we don't like, mentally, we've already been there. We know how to respond to it.
So really, showing calmness, showing respect, let's go ahead and categorize it as a sign of intelligence so that we all want to actually utilize calmness, right?
Absolutely. And this is emotional intelligence, John. This is what I specialize in. It's how we perceive, express, and respond to emotions. It's self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, social skill. It's recognizing that our feelings are okay, what we think is okay. It's how we respond to those feelings, taking a step back, and knowing that what we say and what we do has impacts on other people.
Well, Eric Rittmeyer, before I let you go, I can honestly say this with all authenticity. I respect you, love your opinions. For folks who want to get a hold of you and get more information, how do they do that?
John, first off, you are the man. Happy Thanksgiving to you, to Tammy, to Jennifer, to everybody behind the cameras. I love you guys. You're one of my favorite shows, for real. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you. And that comes from a place of the utmost sincerity and authenticity as well. The last part, my website, thank you for that. It's mentaltoughnessspeaker.com. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Eric Rittmeyer, and happy Thanksgiving to you. And once again, thank you for your service, sir.
Appreciate it, John. Thank you.
All righty. Thank you so much, Eric Rittmeyer. All right, we're going to transition here and talk about how you can help. Speaking about respecting an organization.